Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming at you with another Will I Buy It video. I did not realize that Samantha March started this whole Will I Buy It video idea. I think that is so cool. I don't know why I never knew that. So shout out to Samantha March for coming up with this idea. It is so much fun. I love watching these videos. I've only ever done about one other one and it was about a month ago or so. So it's been a while. There's been a ton of new releases since then. I know Samantha does it every week on her channel. I unfortunately cannot fit that into my schedule to film this every single solitary week with all the new releases, but I figured I would do it today. I just kind of scrolled through the new arrivals section in the Sephora app, and yeah, that's where I got all of these goodies that I'm going to talk about today. Yeah, if you're interested in hearing if I would buy it or not for a bunch of new releases on the Sephora app, then let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and scooted over a little bit because I'm going to be inserting pictures right here for you guys so you know what I am talking about. And the first one I wanted to mention is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This retails for $40. I'm not going to be picking this up because I have seen so many mixed reviews about it. Some people seem to be loving it and some people are like, this is the driest, cakiest foundation I've ever put on my face. So I personally have just not really been into matte foundations recently. They seem to be very, very drying on my skin. I never thought I had dry skin, but I think my skin is like turning dry, which I knew that. I turned 25 and since then my skin has just been getting like drier and drier, I feel like. But I don't know, I never really thought I had dry skin, but I feel like recently I think I'm discovering that I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stay away from this matte foundation. Just kind of don't really think that that would be something that I would necessarily be interested in, and it's $40. So that's pretty pricey to just kind of like on a whim test something out. So this is definitely going to be something that I pass on. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the new Pat McGrath Mega Mothership palette. This retails for $78, which is a lot of money, but I do think that it is really cool that Pat McGrath has decided to do larger palettes, so you get to try a lot more of her eyeshadows and formulas for a more reasonable price tag. I say that with air quotes because obviously $78 is a lot of money, but considering she sells 6-pan eyeshadows for like $60 or $65, $78 for all the shades that you get in this palette seems like a pretty good deal. So this is not going to be one I pick up though, just because these shades are not really something that I'm super interested in. The palette only has 3 matte shades. I tend to like to use mattes a lot in my crease, in my outer corner, but the shimmers do look really pretty. I've seen a couple reviews on this palette and people seem to be liking it, but for $78, if I'm gonna spend that much money on an eyeshadow palette, I would rather get the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Hypnotize palette. I know that's kind of an older palette, but I love those shades and I think that would be something I would be more interested in if I'm gonna like be at that large price point. So this is another one I think I'm just gonna pass on. Next up we have the Soldering Arrow Biggie Bum Bum Cream. This retails for $76, which is a lot of money. That's a lot of money for lotion. However, I'm not going to buy it, but hear me out. So this retails for $76, like I said. You do get 16.9 ounces. So their original retails for $45 and you get 8 ounces. So you get twice the amount of product for not twice the amount of money, but I personally think that they could have done a little bit better of a deal on the price. That's just me. I'm not a marketing person. I don't know cost and all of that. Like, that's not my job. So I could be like totally off saying that, but this is the 3rd year that it came out and I purchased it the very first year that they offered it 2 years ago, but I got it on Soldering Arrow's website and I had also like another 20% off, I think, or something like that. I ended up getting it for like $56 and I was like pumped, and it was a great deal. It lasted me a very long time. It's a very large tub of lotion and that lotion smells divine. So if you love it and you know you're gonna go through it, it's a good deal, but I just like can't bring myself to pay $76 for it when I got it for like 50 something 2 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like they released this last year and I thought about buying it, and then again I was like, I can't spend the full price when I got it on sale so much the year before, if that makes any sense. So I think this is gonna be a no for me unless I can get it like on another sale on their website or something like that. But I think that it is a good deal and that lotion smells so good. So like I said before, if it's something you're interested in and you love that lotion, it would be like a good deal. You know what I mean? Sticking with Soldering Arrow, they have a new scent out, the Chorizo 71 Body Mist. This retails for $19. The body mist lasts me a really, really long time. So for 19 bucks, I think it's a good deal. Part of me is like, I don't think I'd want to buy this without smelling it first. But then the other part of me is like, well, you like all their other scents. Like literally, they do not make a scent that I don't enjoy. I mean, I know they only have like 2 or 3, but I like all of them. So I'm assuming I would like this, but I don't think it's something I'm going to pick up right now. I'm going to hopefully try to see that next time I go into Sephora. Maybe they'll have it in person and I can smell it. I mean, I don't know with COVID if they're going to have like testers out for me to smell, but I'm going to try. But I'm assuming it's going to smell delicious. So this is like a maybe. Not going to buy it right this second, but possibly in the future. Then we have the new Natasha Denona mini Zendo palette. This retails for $25, which is what all of her mini palettes retail for. I think these shades are actually really, really beautiful. When I very first saw the palette being released, I wasn't insanely interested in it. It didn't like immediately catch my eye. It did immediately catch my eye where I thought like, oh, this is really, really pretty, but I didn't immediately like be like, oh, I have to buy it. Kind of like how I felt with the mini retro palette and the mini gold palette. But I do think these colors are very beautiful. And then I saw swatches and I think the swatches may have gotten me. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to pick it up right now. I really do not need more eyeshadow at all. The swatches are stunning. The colors are very beautiful. I'm sure the formula is going to be great because it's Natasha Denona. So this is a no. I think forever. But I could possibly change my mind. And if I do, I'll let you know. And then sticking with that collection that she released, she also released a I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. This retails for $42 and that is just so much for a highlighter. Oh my gosh. I have her Super Glow highlight and it retails for $38, but I got it on sale on her website. So I didn't pay $38. So that like makes me feel better. And I love that highlight. I think it is absolutely stunning. I think this highlight would be gorgeous. The swatches I've seen, the pictures of it on all the different skin tones, it looks beautiful. It really, really does. But I do not need another highlight, and I do not need another highlight for $42. So this is going to be a pass for me. Then we have the Hourglass Confession Refillable Lipstick Duo. This retails for $48. Now, when I first saw that price point, I was like, what? That's insane. $48 for a lipstick duo. I guess if you break it down, it's $24 per like one. So I guess if you break it down like that, that's not too terrible. Like I have bought lipsticks that are $24 and more expensive than that. And I think that the idea of a refillable compact and a refillable lipstick is a really cool idea. I know a lot of brands are starting to go towards that. Hourglass with this lipstick, Charlotte Tilbury, her new mega bronzer that you'll never go through. But if you do, you can rebuy the pan and just keep the like packaging. I think that that's a really cool concept that brands are going towards. I know Fenty Skin does that too with the like refillable. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great for the environment and all of that. However, I'm not going to purchase this. I really like Hourglass. The couple of products that I've tried by them, I haven't tried a ton because it's very, very expensive. But the shade just isn't something I'd be interested in. And I'm just, for $48, it's too much. I think I'm gonna pass. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam 2 mini palette. This retails for $29. This launch doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand this at all. Soft Glam, first of all, I don't even think is their best-selling palette. I'm pretty sure it's Modern Renaissance. And also, it's such an old palette. It's been out for years. I feel like so many of us own Soft Glam. And if we don't already own it, it's because we don't want to own it. You know what I mean? Like there has been many chances for all of us to purchase Soft Glam over the years. So this mini one, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not new shades, which I get. It's like a mini of the palette. So I guess it makes sense it's not new shades, but I guess I just don't understand why they're just now coming out with this years later. When Soft Glam released a couple years ago, if they would have released this mini like right away, like, hey, if you don't want the full palette, that's okay. We have a mini for you. That would make sense to me. But releasing it now, I don't get it. So hard pass. And plus I already own Soft Glam and I already have those shades. So like many of us. So I'm not going to be picking up the mini. I realize this video is like really palette heavy, but that's like what's releasing right now and what's like always releasing because there's always like a million palettes coming out. But next we have the Rare Beauty Magnetic Spirit palette and then the Confident Energy palette. Both of these retail for $25. So when I saw sneak peeks that Selena Gomez and Rare Beauty were coming out with eyeshadows soon, I was pumped. Like I was so excited. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm just like really disappointed in these palettes. I do not like them. I don't like them. The colors are pretty, but to have like all metallic palettes and come out with two, like Makeup by Mario just came out with an all metallic palette and then an all matte palette. So that would make sense. They complement each other. You know, he wants you to buy both probably. So that like would make more sense to me, but just to come out with two all metallic palettes, and then these are the shades when we're going into like fall and winter season, and I don't know. Again, I think the price point is great, $25. I love that Selena's keeping her makeup more on the affordable side so people can pick it up if they want to try it, but these are hard passes for me. I do not like them, and I feel bad saying that because I've tried a lot of Rare Beauty and I like a lot of the things I've tried, but I will not be picking these up. Next, we have the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Whew, this retails for $45. You get 1.7 ounces. I don't know. I feel like $45 for 1.7 ounces is a lot of money, which is so hilarious to me because I literally used to buy Drunk Elephant, which is like way more money than that. I don't anymore, but I don't know why I think 45 is just such a high price point. But in my head, I just really can't see myself spending $45 on this. I think it sounds wonderful, like Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating, and then anything with ceramides are really good for your skin. So I'm sure if I were to try it, I would enjoy it, but I don't think this is going to be one I pick up just because $45 is a lot of money, and I really don't feel like spending that on a moisturizer right now. Speaking of a moisturizer that is outrageously priced, I screenshot this to talk about it as like a joke because the price point of this brand is honestly comical to me. It is. It's the Dr. Barbara Sturm Mini Face Cream. You guys, this is $68 for half of an ounce. Who, where, when, what? Who buys this brand? I do not. I don't get it. Like this brand and La Mer, their price points are literally comical to me. I do not understand who can afford that. And like, I will spend money. I will spend money on good makeup and good skincare. I'll budget and I'll make it happen if it's something that I want, but $68 for half of an ounce for something that's a mini size is just crazy to me, right? Am I wrong? Like, I've never tried anything from this brand. Maybe it would change my life and maybe it would just be so amazing that it would literally like change my skin, but I will never know because I'll never try it ever. Anything from this brand or La Mer, like it makes no sense to me. Kind of blows my mind, honestly. Next up, we have the Ilia Liquid Powder Chromatic Eye Tints. These retail for $28 and they come in 8 shades. I think that all 8 shades are honestly really beautiful. I saw Alexa Blake review these on her channel. I will link her video down below, and she kind of like really made me want them. I'm not gonna lie. They looked absolutely beautiful on her. The way they layered was really stunning. I don't know if I'm gonna pick one up just because it is $28 for like one single eyeshadow. If you really think about it like that, I know it's not like a potted single eyeshadow, but it's still like a single liquid eyeshadow. So I think that's a little pricey to me. I know Ilia is like clean as Sephora and has a lot of really great ingredients and all of that, and the shades are pretty. I do think it would be nice and easy for work just to like maybe throw a little bronzer in my crease, put some on, it out with my fingers and go, or without the bronzer and just use it on its own. That would be really nice, but again, I don't know if I can swing $28 for like one single eyeshadow, but they're stunning. I've seen good reviews. Maybe in the future I'd pick one up on a sale or something like that, but for now, they're passes. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Film Star Bronze and Glow Contour Duo. This is $29. I am so excited that she came out with a mini in this. I have had this contour and bronzer duo on my wish list and loves list at Sephora for a very long time, but I could just never swing the $68 I think it is. I just think that is so much money. And the fact that she came out with a mini I think is really great. I would never probably go through the full size anyways, and I think $29 is a really great price point. I still don't know if I'm gonna pick it up though, just because I just don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need another bronzer. I don't need another highlight. I just don't. But it's a really good deal, and I still think it looks like a good amount of product. I've seen pictures of like people holding it and in their hands it doesn't look like tiny, you know what I mean? So I think you would still get a decent amount of product. I think it's a really great way to try that duo for not $68. So I'm gonna put it on the maybe list. I might pick it up. Right now I'm not going to, but maybe in the future. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is another Charlotte Tilbury product, and it is her mini Pillow Talk lip set. This retails for $45 for 4 items. I think this is a really good deal. I do. I got a lip set from her a while ago, like earlier in the year, and it was the Pillow Talk lipstick and then a mini lip liner, and that was like my way to try Pillow Talk without necessarily like splurging on the full size, just so I could try it and see if I liked the color. And I think that if you are one of those people that for some reason hasn't tried Pillow Talk yet, because it's just like everywhere and it's been around forever, and I know it's like a really popular lipstick, but if you haven't tried it and it's always been on your wish list and you've always wanted to give it a go, I think this is a great set. You get to try the lipstick, the liner, and then 2 different gloss formulas. I have not tried the gloss formulas. I do not know if they're good or not. I've heard good things about them, and I genuinely really do like the lip liner I have in Pillow Talk, and then the lipstick is just stunning. It is one of my favorites. I really genuinely think the color is beautiful. I think it would be flattering on a lot of skin tones. I won't be picking it up though because I already own Pillow Talk and I have like probably half a bullet left, but again, if this is something that you've kind of had on your radar for a while, I think this is a good deal if you wanted to try Pillow Talk out. And that was it, you guys. That was my opinions on if I would buy it or not from a bunch of the new releases in the Sephora newly arrived section. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about these products and let you know if I would buy them or not. I don't think I remembered to say this in the intro, but don't forget that I upload every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sunday for you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.